What's going on, everybody on YouTube? Griffin here, coming back to you guys with another quick video. Actually, I'm doing a video instead of a stream today just because I don't know exactly when my girlfriend's gonna get home, and I don't want that to like interrupt the stream or anything like that. So I just wanted to do just a quick video and just an idea that just popped in my mind. I was gonna do a live stream about this recently. As you can see, obviously I'm down on the day because of obviously Starbucks. As most of you know, if I can type. As most of you know, I have an Iron Condor placed on that, and it's down because Starbucks happened to go just over $66 right before the bell, came back down after the bell. It's currently at like $65.82. I can't lie, I'm a little stressed on it just because I didn't expect it to go up, especially this much. Today I thought honestly it was going to be a down day for Starbucks, but I still have pretty high confidence that it's going to finish below 66 on the week. Right around 66, I believe, 65 to 64 personally, but we'll see. So I'm not like super worried or anything like that. But the thing I really wanted to just talk about, and I'll just use XOP since it's like my favorite to trade when it comes to Iron Condors. And this isn't even necessarily going to be like an Iron Condor video necessarily, but you just need to sit down and ask yourself at the end of the day, what is your goals when it comes to trading? Is it to create like a source of just a couple $100 a month passive income that will supplement your income so you can do more fun things, take the kids and family out on a vacation here and there that possibly you couldn't afford before, pay off debt, maybe a wedding you're saving up for, short-term goals, etc. Or are you building this kind of as an empire, so to speak? You're planning on it replacing your full-time job or multiple jobs, or maybe right now you're struggling and you're having to work 2 full-time jobs and you want it to supplement one of those. You get what I'm saying. Everybody has different goals at the end of the day, but you have to identify what is your exact goal. Now obviously at the end of the day we would all love to just be full-time traders, but let's be real, 93% of traders lose money for one because they don't learn from mistakes and they go based on dollars versus percentages, etc. But obviously, I mean, anybody can sit down, learn for hours on hours on hours per day, per week, per month, and develop a source of passive income, which is what I'm in the process of doing. Once I get out of debt, it's really, you guys are going to see a lot more on this channel very, very soon as I pay off debt here in the next month. I'll be entirely debt-free, so I'm going to have thousands a month, literally thousands a month to invest if I want to. But before I go any further, if you're new to the channel, by the way, definitely consider subscribing below. I'd love to have you here, and as part of our community, of course, and check out our Discord group chat. We'd love to chat with you for sure. There's like 40 of us in there, so it's fun for us to just talk and bounce ideas off one another. But anyways, back to the whole point of the video. Just identify at the end of the day what are your goals, and make your goals realistic, because I see a lot of times people think they're going to make 10% every single week, 20% every single week. Because why? Because YouTubers, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of this, our titles make people think that it's possible to do it every single week. But I try to be as upfront with you guys as possible. Like I had a video called make 15% on your account or whatever returns every week, and I'm upfront with you guys about the fact that you're probably not going to do 15% a week. However, if you can do somewhere between 5% a week, 10% a week average. 10 is high in all honesty, but if you can do 5% a week, think about it, that's average of 1% a day. And if you can do just 5, don't even focus on the daily, focus on the macro of per week goals. That's what I find best for me, is just thinking about per week, and doing weekly Iron Condors obviously makes that a lot easier. But just start out with a simple goal of, like, if you're starting out new, 3% a week. If you're somewhat new, intermediate, 5% a week. Even me, I say, you know what, I need to figure out how I can make at least 5% a week. I prefer 10, but if I can do 5% a week, I'm happy with that. Last week I did, it was like 12% or something, 12 to 15% on an XOP Iron Condor. And I mean, I'll just go ahead and show you all. We're going to have to go out to 10 days because there's not going to be enough money there on the 3-day Iron Condors. And I'm not going to get, like I said, this isn't going to be just Iron Condor heavy or anything, because I have a video coming out about that, I believe, tomorrow for the premiere. So be sure to tune in for that, of course. But, like I said, I mean, anybody can do this. You just need to be able to analyze charts, This is just a 1-day chart of XOP, of course, so you're going to want to look further out, like the last week, last month, 180-day, and of course the 1-year chart. But for example, this is a 10-day iron condor, so I already know right off the bat that 39 to 40 is going to be a pretty decent resistance, and I know 34 is a very solid support. I'm just going to keep it right there because I don't think it's going below 34.50 in the next 10 days. But you can see here the potential for profit. You guys know, those of you that have been watching me for a while, especially when it comes to iron condors, know that I like trades that have usually 68, 70 on up % chance of profit. 64 though, I mean, it's short, just short a little. If you really wanted to, you could push this out to 40, 50, and 40. I mean, there you go, you're already at 68. But it doesn't have to be perfect within your criteria every time, as long as you feel confident within that trade. And vice versa, you could push it to 33 and 34, whatever. But potential for profit still over 2/3. And you can see we would collect $10, almost $9.46 off of a 40/50 investment. So what is that, guys, when it comes to a rate of return? We all, of course, like I literally pull out my calculator every time I look at what I would be earning in a credit, because I want to know, is that going to hit my goal for the week? Because I know that this is going to be a weekly trade, and I did that wrong. 9.46 divided by a $40.54 investment. That is going to be 23%. So I mean, that by far exceeds my expectations. So seeing that, I'm like, okay, let me go in here and edit this order so I can have maybe a more safe order, right? So you can see here our potential for profit, boom, popped up to 70. We're having to put up a lot more money, however, because we go from 50-cent segments all the way up to dollars. So I mean, at this point you're looking at 11, but let's go ahead and do the math on it, guys. I don't know why I exited the calculator. But you're gonna collect an $11.46 credit off of an $88.54 investment. So this is literally all I do with any trade, and see 13%. It's like, I'll take that. I'll take that any day of the week. So like, if I had the capital right now, I would go ahead and probably do this trade in all honesty, because we have almost a $3 range to the downside, and we have what, almost pretty damn close to a $3 range to the upside too, which is a very big move for XOP. I mean, you can see today it was only down about 33 cents. If I remember right, yesterday it was up about $1, $1 to $2, something like that. This doesn't really tend to move more than $2 in one day, and usually when it does, as you can see, I mean, it came back down some today. It'll probably be down a little bit tomorrow, who knows. But just analyze, do your homework, obviously, but then just simply do the math. I mean, look at your trades, look at your % chance of profit, and figure out how to get the max % chance of profit while also maximizing your gains, of course. 70%, I'll take that every day of the week. And making still 12-13% in a week, or 10 days in this case, whatever, I'll take that still. Divide that by 10 days, you're talking what, roughly 1.25 somewhere in there % per day. So I mean, I'll take that any day of the week personally. Like I said, if you can just consistently do an average of like 1% a day, just watch what happens to your account. And like I said, do not think of it from days, but obviously whenever we do our math, we end up going down to how much am I making per day roughly, right? So I mean, it's hard not to, but think macro, and then as you divide down, then you can look at the dailies. But at first, I wouldn't even suggest looking at dailies. Just have a goal each week of like, just go in on a Monday and say, okay, I want to do 7% this week. So then I would go in here and say, okay, so I saw here that I have 13% profit. If this goes through, I have a 70% chance of profit. Let me go ahead and throw this up a little bit further. So now we have it up to $40. Let's say I want to go to 32 and 33. So you're talking $4.46 off of a $95.54 investment, which a lot of people don't think that's even worth the money, which I mean is up for debate at the end of the day. But let's go ahead, and the numbers don't lie, right? So 446 divided by a 95. Did I get my point in there? There we go. Divided by 95.54. there you go. I'm only won 7%, but about 5% profit for the week. So there's your 1% a day. Obviously, again, this is a 10-day contract, so bear with me on that, of course. But you guys get what I'm saying, though, right? Because, I mean, look at what our potential for profit went up to. Almost 80%. So by putting up just a little bit more collateral, we bought ourselves almost 10% more potential for profit. And we're still talking about 5% roughly in a week. And then if you're really wanting to get antsy and think about what if, like in the future, like I always say, with a $25,000 account, I wouldn't want to trade with more than $2,000 to $3,000. So of course, your max loss is essentially your quote-unquote investment. So let's say you wanted to throw, let's just say around $2,200 in there. You just made $216 in about a week. You have an 80% chance. Just look at it as I have an 80% chance on making $216 off of just one trade that I click submit, and then I just collect the money each day as the theta keeps working in my favor. That's how you kind of have to just think about this at the end of the day. If you want to think about the dollar standpoint, look at where your ultimate goal is, where you want your account to be. But when you're first starting out with a very small account, like most of us do, don't focus on the dollar amount. Focus on the percentages. I can't hit on that enough. I know I probably get so repetitive saying that, but always think about percentages and keep in the back of your mind the end goal. Think about, once I get out of debt, I'll be able to invest hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars a month into my trading account. Once I get this promotion to work, just be thinking always about the future, putting positive thoughts into your mind, and eventually you will get there. I promise. Like me, I'm so close I can taste it. Like honestly, the little amount that I'm like using for trading, $50 essentially is what I'm trading with right now. It's more of just learning in all honesty. Like I'm kind of just playing around with iron condors more than anything, because in all honesty, I don't really have enough money to do a true, ultimately safe iron condor, because in all honesty, this is probably more like what I'll be kind of trading in the future, something that's just really safe, 75 to 85% chance of profit, that's only going to make me a boring 4 to maybe at the most 10% profit per week. But at the end of the day, like I said, this off of a $25,000 account, this would only be roughly 8 to 9% of that account, which is a decent size, but when you think about it, it's not at the same time. So off of roughly 10% of your account, you made $216. Now imagine that times 10. You just made $2,200 in just over a week. So, like I said, just keep everything in perspective. I know I went over like just a lot overall in this video, but I just want you guys at the end of the day, just think really hard about where you are currently, where you want to go, and just how are you going to get there. Are you going to work multiple jobs? Are you going to just, what are you going to do at the end of the day? Maybe you need to start out like how I did when I started this channel, garage selling, going to book sales, thrifting, and selling all that shit on Amazon, eBay, just reselling. You can make more money doing that in all honesty than you can a lot of jobs. I'm lucky enough where I have a job that, I'm not gonna lie, it's paying me the most money I've ever made. I'm like there's a lot of BS I gotta put up with at work, but I'm making more money than I honestly ever thought I would at 20. Well, now I'm 21 already, almost 22. Wow, time goes by fast once you get out of high school. But more money than I thought I would ever make without a college degree that wasn't just working for myself. So, like, I'm blessed for that. I can't thank the man upstairs enough, of course. But just at the end of the day, it's all about what are you going to do to get from here to here. It takes time. You guys hear me all the time talk about how my goal is 1 to 2 years from now to be doing this full time. I'm not thinking 3 months, 6 months. That was whenever I first started, and what happened? It lost me a lot of money, and this is just from my Tastyworks account. I don't even want to tell you guys how much money I lost on my Robinhood account. It's just, but I call it tuition at the end of the day. I came in naive. I thought I'm gonna do some super highly volatile trades, super sexy trades that make me 100%, 50% profits, and I'm gonna be a full-time day trader by the end of the year. And then I got smacked in the face over and over and over. Apparently I couldn't learn after the first 10s of 20s of times because I would get one good trade here, one good trade here that would kind of make up for it. But eventually it caught up with me, and I was like, you know what? I've had it. I'm done. I'm going to start doing safe trades such as iron condors, vertical spreads, etc. And now I'm starting to have, sorry about that. Now I'm starting to have more success, and we'll just see where it goes from here. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, definitely make sure to smash that like button. I greatly appreciate that. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, we'd love to have you here in our community of a bunch of like-minded individuals. So definitely consider hitting that subscribe button below. We've got about 420 of us already, so that is awesome stuff. And like I said, definitely consider joining our Discord group chat. It's one of the first links in the description box. But until next time, guys, keep on going out there making those profits, covering your profits and achieving some financial freedom this year. And I will see you guys. Well, you're probably going to see my video. I think it's tomorrow, Wednesday, I think. Either Wednesday or Thursday, you'll see that. And I'll probably do a live stream sometime in the near future. Take it easy, guys.